Welcome back to another episode of the Nerdmongers. We are doing more reviews, this time of the new Batman Adventures, McFarlane, Killer Croc, and Baby Doll. I'm not going to open this up on camera. The Batgirl one took me so long, and I felt like it was just a waste of time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and we will cut back to this thing out of the box, all right? Sorry if you like box score. Hey, if people are watching like box score, let me know in the comments, and I'll do box score. All right, and through the power of editing, we are back. You can see some of the carnage in the box score in the back. Open it up, saved you some time. So let's take a look at what it all came with. So here we go. You got your Killer Croc figure right here. He looks slightly different in the New Adventures, I believe, than he does in the, a lot of them do, the New Adventures in the Batman animated series. But so here's Killer Croc. I can already tell you, looking at him, I am not super thrilled. I'll show you right now, because we're going to go over articulation in a second. First off, these ankles are really loose, like really loose. But worse than that, no knee bend at all. His knees are naturally bent that way. You can't do anything about that. He kind of feels loose-ish overall. I don't like the feel of him, especially his ankles. You can get him to stand, I think. I think you'd want to get him kind of like, so I'm a little hunched over, crunched forward. You can get him to stand. Okay, you know. But I don't like the fact that his knees are stuck that way. What if I wanted to get him in a different pose, you know? So he can really just kind of stand there and look menacing. So if you're really into posability, I can already tell you, you're not going to want to get him. Unless this is like pretty much your only option if you want the animated series. But he comes with Baby Doll. And I think there's like an episode with the two of them. Again, I never really watched the new animated the new Batman Adventures. Never really watched that too much. I watched a few episodes when it was on after Superman, the animated series. But Baby Doll, we'll look at her articulation, but she is basically an accessory, a glorified accessory. Her legs move up. I'll look right now. Up, down, her legs. So that's something. Head, you know, whatever. Spin it all the way around. Arms can go up, and there you go. So you have like sitting down, standing up. That's about it. She comes with, you know, her little bottle, which I do not see her being able to grip. So it would be maybe if you want to be funny and give it to Killer Croc. I can't remember if he had it in the episode, but she cannot grip it. So maybe if you put two of her hands together, I'll try it in the pictures, but it's a whatever accessory. Killer, you have this. I think Killer Croc, I'm assuming ate was eating this. I don't know. It's a neat little prop if you want for maybe other figures, a little turkey or, you know, cooked turkey, I'm assuming. So it's okay. Killer Croc comes with two additional hands. These are more, his ones are more splayed kind of out. Right now he comes with. These are a little more grippy. So maybe this can grab the bottle or a turkey or whatever, Baby Doll even. However you want to do it. So there you go. Oh, and then you have the stand, just like the others. Like I said, I'm happy for anything free like that. And I'm really a fan of these. I'm sure some people aren't. I mean, it's just a reproduction of a cell, but I think, you know, it adds something to your display if you put it. So yeah, let's take a look at everything, see what I think. Like I said, I'm not going to rate this, I think, too high, but I might be surprised. Okay, so here we go. Killer Croc. Let's look at his articulation. Head, decent up, you know? Okay, not so much down, but up at least. Arms go out, about that much, which is fine. You can turn them up like that. There is a little bit of a bend. There you go. You know, your typical the wrist has up and down movement and, you know, twist. That's it. So legs, this is where we have a problem. It goes far back, that back. Again, his knee is locked into that position. So that far forward. And they have that weird hinge I've talked about on the leg. So he can go out, but it looks really goofy. So, I mean, he's not hard to stand. You know, there you go. He's not hard. I mean, and that's saying something for some of these Batman animated series stuff because their legs and like the weird proportions because it's stylized. So he's not hard. I mean, hear me bang on the table, you know? There you go. I mean, he stands. He doesn't need to stand, really. It's weird because his feet, going to his feet, like they kind of feel loose, especially side to side. Like I'm just tapping it in there. So, but he stands. I'm not happy about the, oh, there's some ab crunch right there. Decent, you know. I mean, I'm not happy about the articulation of Killer Croc. I get that a lot. I think these are just a reuse or basically a redistribution of these old DC Direct figures, I think. I can't remember if Killer Croc was ever part of them or any of the New Adventures Batman, but yeah, I mean, this might be a short and sweet one. I'll take some pictures. Again, I paid a little, I think it retails for $24 or whatever, $24.99 maybe. I paid like $18, $19. I paid a little under 20. So for what I paid, I'm going to rate it on that. I'll tell you right now, if you pay $24 for this, unless you, I would say it's a lot for a lot of these, unless you really like the figure, like the look, or you need it for your completionist, you need it for your Batman animated series line, I wouldn't get this one. Maybe there's another one I'm not aware of, but they kind of have you like, this is the only one. I mean, there's probably old vintage ones, but this is going to look better than the vintage one, unless you're a vintage collector, right? So, it's funny that 90s are now vintage. I'm going to give it, at $24.99, I would give this a 4 out of 10. You get decent accessories. I like the cell. I've talked about the reproduction cell, the other ones. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's neat that you get 2 for 1 characters because Baby Doll's a kind of a reoccurring villain in Batman, so that's cool. But the articulation, setting it back, so yeah, 4 out of 10 at retail. At what I paid, a little cheaper at 20, we'll say 20. I'd give this like a 5.5. 5.5 out of 10. That's what I'd give it. So a 5.5 out of 10 is what I'd give it. You don't have much of a choice if you want this type of figure. It's not like there's a lot of versions of this Killer Croc. There might be. Now, I found out I thought all of these going forward are going to be non-Target exclusives, but it turns out Target's still having all the exclusives because that way with Commissioner Gordon, that's a Target exclusive. I didn't know that for some reason. I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be. So that's a bummer. So I got to go out and Target and find, I'm just getting Commissioner Gordon and the Riddler. I don't care enough about the Build-A-Figure Lockup, who I think was only in 1 episode. And he looks cool, but I'm not going to buy, I have a Joker already from the DC Direct. And I don't need my 40th Batman, you know? I mean, if they ever go on sale, I'll pick them up for the Build-A-Figure parts, but I'm not going to hunt them down. So that's kind of a shame that... So it looks like the New Adventures are not going to be Target exclusive, and the Batman the Animated Series are, which is kind of a bummer. But not much we can do about that. So thank you for watching. Good luck out there if you're collecting at Target. The first wave wasn't terrible, although I never found Alfred, which is kind of a bummer. The first wave wasn't terrible to get for me anyway. Mr. Freeze got rare kind of early, but I was able to find him, so... But like there's plenty of Scarecrow, Batman, and Robins for a while. Now they're kind of hard to find. So good luck out there if you're looking for these. You know, you're in for the long haul. Doesn't matter what I say, right? If you're getting these, the Batman Animated Series, you're getting these. So just be aware. I'm just going to temper your expectations a little bit. He's not the greatest, you know. He's decent, but not great. Not very articulate. Not that, you know, his knees should be straight anyway, but, you know, I don't know. So there you go. As always, thank you for watching. Enjoy the hobby and just have fun.